Ooh, a little bit later. Better late than never. Let's wait for some people to join, and then we can get started on this juicy topic we have to talk about today. I know I've said this many, many times before, but this one is probably going to get controversial. And if I haven't already ruffled feathers before, I'm probably really going to ruffle them tonight. Well, StreamYard seems to be working a little bit faster than my last two streams. I really have had a lot of problems with this app lately, to the point where I'm really considering changing it. I don't know if it's my internet or perhaps maybe the laptop, but it just I've rewatched my last few couple of streams, and like the first 10 minutes, I either can't my mic messes up or I just get lagged out entirely. But I got a couple video booted up, getting ready to get booted into the background in a few seconds. But I guess to start things off, basically, Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion, everybody's favorite it couple of probably 2026, have broken up. And it's about as nasty of a breakup as you could ask for. Claims of infidelity, public comments that probably should have been best kept private. It's just not very good. And I'll be honest, I've been kind of in and out paying close attention to this relationship. And I have a lot of feelings towards it. Um, some people, there's camps that I'm defending Klay Thompson, and there's camps defending Megan Thee Stallion. And not to say that either side have legitimate gripes. Trust me, they do. But I'm going to bring it from a perspective that a lot of people don't really and pretty much aren't going to talk about. And that is, I'm sure you guys can guess what it is. And that is the bizarre sense of interest that people have in this relationship. For I'm sure you guys can tell where I'm going with this, because Klay Thompson fits into the MLS category. And I think everybody, including everybody that listens to me, knows that MLS men are pretty much already, people are already quick to villainize us every time we do something wrong. Every other group of men can do whatever and whenever, and they will always have people defend their debauchery or buffoonery every which way. But MLS, man, we don't really have that. When one of us messes up, we all mess up. And unfortunately, and this is what I've been trying to get MLS men to understand for years, is that we don't have anyone that we can look to. The community that you guys love to claim does not have our back. They never did. And tonight, you're about to see that firsthand. Well, honestly, at this point, I've been showing it to you for years. If you can't see it by now, I don't know what more else to tell you. But you're going to find out once again what the black community really feels about you as an MLS man. Because make no mistake about it, Klay Thompson is a serial cheater. I don't know why anybody expected this relationship to go anywhere, because this relationship was on shaky grounds from the very beginning. Klay Thompson is a serial cheater. Megan Thee Stallion has plenty. Let's just say she's not exactly a Mother Teresa herself. Let's just call a spade a spade. This relationship was doomed to fail. Which is why I really wasn't too. I didn't really expect much of it. Put it to you like that. I don't know why everybody is so invested in it. But the funny thing about this whole thing is, right when I announced this stream, not even probably like 2 hours ago. Yeah, it's very, very abrupt. I know I was going to stop doing that, but I had a couple of scheduling conflicts today that have kind of put a damper on things. So sorry about that. But I saw a video that shook my core. Yeah, as crazy as that is to say, all these years in this space, and I saw a video that legit had me at a loss for words, because, and I can't say I should be too surprised, because I predicted that this was going to happen years ago. A lot of people were trying to debunk what I said and how I said it. But more or less, this has Breakup has went to other communities. Yes. As I have predicted before, the hatred of MLS men and the attack on our image has gone global. Yes. Congratulations, MLS man. I have warned you guys of this for years, and you guys have attacked me. You have said, you guys have just brought up any type of bullshit allegation against me, saying, oh, talking about my voice, talking about, oh, I don't get this, I don't get that, oh, I hate being black and all this. And who ended up right? I have been telling you guys this for years, that soon the black community and its other hatred of us was going to go get so bad and so public that eventually other groups of people were going to jump in on this. And what do you know? Now, white people now feel perfectly fine with attacking us as well. And you know what? At this point, I don't even blame black women anymore. I really don't. I don't blame dark skinned black men. I don't blame dark skinned black women. I don't blame brown skinned black men. I don't blame brown skinned black women. I don't even blame light skinned women or mixed women anymore. I don't blame none of those. I don't even blame other groups. I don't. You know who I blame for this? I blame you guys. I I blame you, MLS men. I blame you. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. I blame you guys for this because you know what? If somebody keeps showing their hand, and they keep showing you that they don't give two you know what's about you, your image, or just the way the world is going to perceive you, if they keep showing you their hand and you just blindly follow up behind them, blindly uplift them, which I'm going to show that as well at sometime in the stream. But if they keep showing their hand and you still follow up behind them and do all this stuff, I at this point, what more can I say? You can't even get mad at them anymore because you know what? You guys keep defending them every which way. Every which way. And I'm sure sooner or later there's going to be people in this comment section as well that are going to be talking about, oh well, it's not all their favorite talking point. Not all, not all, not all. But when it comes to MLS, man, you never hear this. Not all, not all. But you don't have to take my word for it. So the horses' mouths themselves. Don't take my word for it.
You know, black people.
No.
You know, black people.
What is funny, Chaz? I'm not telling a joke. Hello, everyone. I know you have been waiting. Chaz has been waiting for this video. So here I am. We're going to discuss a light-skinned Klay Thompson today. We're going to discuss Klay Thompson because when I was in high school, did people used to put this over their heads at your school? Maybe it was just my school. Anyways, so we're going to discuss the whole Klay.
Now, before we listen to this video, I want you to pay very close attention to who else is in this video. This video speaks more than a lot of people. Look who's in the background. Oh, you guessed it. The black man, that light-skinned dude, just swear up and down. Oh, I'm wrong for talking about this stuff. We are in solidarity with the community. We want the black community. We're all brothers. We all uplift ourselves to the best we can be. And yet this chick is about to get online and talk about associate Klay Thompson's traits with skin tone. And look who's in the background, grinning as always, putting batteries in black women's back, like always, and is not defending you. Like I said, I don't blame them anymore. I used to blame them back in the day, but I don't anymore. I don't even think it's even right to blame them because you guys will always defend them. It's just mind-boggling to me. Like, it just blows my mind. What more do y'all need to see? Oh, but it's going to get better. Oh, trust me, it's going to get much better than this. Now there are even white people that are talking about this. After tonight, if you guys are still, I'm just going to put it out there. After tonight, if you guys are still defending the black community, then I'm just wasting my time at this point. It's just the black community has showed its hand. So at this point, we might as well it's just time to take step 2. Saying not all white. The bronze mule says, saying not all white, ironically skipping over the fact that other blacks are saying all light-skinned men. That's compliance if I ever saw it. Silent as church mice until they're unreceived. Exactly, bronze mule. Hey, see, this is what I've been telling MLS men this for years. The black community, and I will say it for the people in the back because there's a lot of people that have been in my comment section once again defending the debauchery. The black community is anti-light-skinned / biracial male. And it has been for decades. And it's, as much as I've tried to slow it down, it is getting worse. It is getting worse. Like, it's just not improving. But let's take a look at this video. Look at his face. Let's take a look and see if he's going to defend his brethren. Okay, I see StreamYard.
That's Klay Thompson because when I was in high school, did people used to put this over their heads at your school? Maybe it's just my school. Anyways, so we're going to discuss the whole Klay Thompson situation with Meg the Stallion, and everything is going to resort back to him being a light-skinned. Walk with me. So let me tell you something, because I feel like you guys need to listen to lesson 2, Don't Mind the Kitchen. My fiance said he's going to do it, and then... Anyways, so I was introduced to Klay Thompson via the Golden State Warriors, and that was in 2000 and maybe 13 when they had. Don't be checking my facts. Are you sitting here checking my facts?
Well, we met in 2015, so
okay, that was probably 2017. That's why he just be here. So it was probably 2017 when they were playing against the Cavaliers.
That first year we met, they played the Cavs in 2015, and they played them
again in
2016,
2017. Like, it was because sometimes when you did a light-skinned man, he thinks he's bigger than the program. I can bring in another person, Jason Tatum. For some reason, when light-skinned men date, they feel like they're the prize. Let me reel it in. So he did this with the Warriors, and I feel like sometimes it do like it do be having to do with having a white mom, because I do feel like when white women raise men, I mean, men are already raised fucked up with their moms, but when a white woman raises a black man,
okay, I'm gonna have to skip out, but she said a mouthful, right? We're going to go back to the video, but it wouldn't let me pause. But she said a mouthful right there. And you know what? This is a top. point that I'm just getting really, really sick and tired of hearing from black women, honestly. It's just starting to get very exhausting at this point. Like I don't it just goes to show you that black women just have at just it's almost insane like how low black women's self-esteem is. Like it's just crazy. For whatever reason, black women just have a weird like obsession with talking about MLS. Man, it's just weird to me. Like it's just very bizarre. Like I've never seen a group of women just talk about a group of men so badly constantly, and it just seems to just fly over people's heads. Like I wish, hopefully, some black women even join this panel tonight because I just want to. I'm just trying to understand, like, what are you guys gaining by doing this? Like, what are you doing? What is the point? What are y'all trying to do? Like, do y'all have this? What is it with MLS men that y'all are just so obsessed with? Like, this is almost starting to become scary at this point. Like, these people have a literal obsession with dragging us down. And the crazy thing about it is I can call it out, and there will always be people in the comment section that will try to tell me that I'm wrong for stating the obvious. Oh, stop dividing the community. The community is already divided. Nobody is about to stick their head in the sand for some false bullshit unity. It ain't unity. Never was. And if this is what unity is, then you guys can take it and throw it in a lake. Yes. But trust me, you guys are going to see some videos. I'm going to show you guys why that's going to be very hard to do. But enough talk. Let's listen to the rest of this commentary. The patience.
What is funny, Chaz? I'm not telling the joke. Hello, everyone. I know you
have a very low tolerance and low patience for stupidity, and it's getting worse as I get older. I just can't really
with their moms. But when a white woman raises a black man, you're doomed. Okay, so men already think that they're here. Light-skinned men, it's here. Like it's like an indescribable sass. Okay, so when he was getting let go or traded from the Warriors, he threw this big ass fit, and I remember at that moment being like, "Okay, bitch, you've been injured on and off the court hella times." But that kind of told me his character. Like, there's no way you still think you're valuable when you've literally torn. I think he tore like his ACL or something hella intense. Okay, everybody knows, unless you're Kobe, when you tear something like that, the value, like your value goes down. God forbid anyone tell a light-skinned man his value has gone down. And that's the type of man we're dealing with here. So then he gets with Meg the Stallion. And for some reason, I think Klay thinks that he's bigger than the program. Like, I really, truly thought when I think he thinks while dating Megan, he's bigger than Meg the Stallion.
Oh.
And let's all take a minute to pause, because that's like the big, like, he hasn't been relevant in the National Basketball Association in years. 4 years. That's a little, okay. And you get with someone relevant, like, I don't know, Meg the Stallion, and you're cheating on her. This is a prime example of a mixed beige man thinking he's bigger than the program. This is what happens when you date a light-skinned man. And I will stand on that. When you date a light-skinned man, you're actually dating a woman.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to end that TikTok here.
Would you call him yesterday?
What I call him yesterday?
A bad bitch.
When you're dating a light-skinned man, you're actually dating a bad bitch.
No, listen to what he said. Listen to what he
So
said.
there's no room
He's not
for an
defending
actual
you,
bad
Amalek,
bitch.
man.
Because when you're dating a light-skinned man, you're dating a bad bitch. Have you seen all the little boys in the NBA league that be painting their nails? Light skin.
Listen,
They
I
do. You don't
want
see
y'all
no
to listen.
niggas.
This is
It's
who
a bunch of
y'all
bad
defend right here.
bitches. So I'm just gonna die on that hill. That's why I listen. I have nothing against light skins, but I kind of do.
Bullshit.
That's the TikTok. So when it came out, oh my God, Klay, and I'm all Team A. When it came out, oh my God, Klay Thompson it was just kind of like, that's all I wanted to say. I feel bad for Megan because she had to waste her time on charity work. Besides the fact that he's light skinned, but I don't like that nigga either. He be trying to I remember one time Jason got LMI, the singer, pregnant, which now we lost another good one. So he got her pregnant because sometimes these NBA stars get with like glorilla's with a man. Like the NBA stars for some reason think they're bigger than the artists that they're with, and I always find that super confusing. So Jason Tatum got with LMI. They had a baby, and Jason Tatum is like, I feel like he wants to be the face of the league.
Do you think it has to do with
more than her, and they don't think about like she's more popular than me. Like Meg is more popular than Klay. Like no basketball fan is saying, "Oh my God, Klay Thompson is my favorite player," unless you're from where he's from. Like there's literally no one. But maybe when he was on the Warriors.
Did Meg make 18 million last year?
Did Meg make 18? I don't know what Meg made. I just know she's a bad bitch. And when she turns around and shakes her fat ass, I'm attentive. I pay attention. Now, if Klay has a good play, I don't give a fuck. But as soon as Meg turns around and says, and starts doing that thing that she does with her butt, I'm a fan. There's nothing that Klay can do. There's nothing that Jason can do. Back to Jason, because I wasn't done talking shit. Every time she does that, falling in love again. Now let's talk about Jason Tatum, because I didn't get to finish that. He got another R&B singer pregnant, okay? Them motherfuckers acting like that light-skinned baby.
Oh my goodness. Where do I even start? This chick said that she cares more that a woman is shaking her moneymaker than somebody. I just want to ask you guys something here. Is getting kicked out from the black community at this point really a loss? I'm going to be honest. This crazy chick just said on a TikTok public platform with confidence that she is a fan of a woman shaking her moneymaker. And she said it with just no sense of how. I don't even think toxic debauchery and that her little fool cuck that's in the background, he didn't have nothing to say either. The community is cooked, man. It's cooked. Just call it. It's just cooked, man. The black community is cooked. COOKED, cooked.
And I hope the light skinned community really gets a hold of their counterpart Klay, because unfortunately, for Black History Month next year, y'all days have been cut short again because of Klay. I'm so sorry to inform y'all.
I don't know what this.
Headquarters just sent out the email, y'all. Check them email.
I don't know what that's even. I don't even know who that is. was talking. But here's a black man now.
Now, truth be told, I could really care less about the situation, but are we really surprised that the same nigga that fumbled
Coco Jones is the same nigga that fumbled Megan Thee Stallion?
Like, are we serious? Do we honestly see? Did you guys not see that coming? Like, I don't know how you could honestly have not seen that coming. And like, honest to God, I know Megan has her own baggage. Trust me, everybody has their own baggage. But Klay Thompson has fumbled several black women in the past. What made y'all think that history was not going to repeat itself? Like, I'm trying to figure out the logic here. Like, every single IG note and story for the past 24 hours from any of my homegirls or female mutuals has been about
killing all light skins.
Relationship, my safe space. Why do I need to feel validated by posting that for everybody else?
And again, I have to say this. Since when did skin tone? I'm just going to quote the black community's talking points because there's a lot of people. I'm sure in my last video, you guys probably seen them. There is a lot of people that love to say, oh, what does skin tone matter? Oh, it's about the person's character. Okay, why does that only apply to you guys? Where are these people that I don't know what more else light-skinned men have to see? Like, what is it gonna take with you guys? These people are literally attaching character traits. Everything that Klay Thompson is because he has a white mama and he's light skinned. Can you imagine the outrage if we said, "Oh, they just acting like that because they're black"? Like, no. There is no way we would be able to get. How are they able to get away with this? Like, what? See, this is privilege right here. When black people say that they're not privileged, that is a damn lie. Black people are probably the most privileged people walking on this earth. Yeah, I said it. Because you guys can talk all of this smack and nobody checks you for it. You don't get your comments deleted. You don't get booted off. There's nobody on the internet that's going to attack you and tell you you're wrong. It's just everybody just sticks their head in the sand and just pretend, go along to get along. That's what's going on. And MLS, man, I'm talking about y'all too. Y'all do this crap too. There is no way that these folks should be getting away with this. This is just, this is too much. Like, my patience for the black community is gone. I'm not even about to keep sugarcoating anything anymore. It's over. It is over. Like, there is no coming back. If you guys are defending the black community now, I don't know. I don't know. Help me out here. Help me out here. Tell me why. That's all I want to know. But like I said,
okay. See, after that Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion situation, us light skins, we cannot scream City Boys is up. Because who's it up for? The dark skins? Because it can't be us.
Ooh, you look at
Boy, you was light skinned. After that Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion situation, hell no. Get the fuck away.
Again, one guy does something wrong. I mean, I'm not even gonna begin to just. I'm pretty sure everybody knows where I'm going. But you know what? This is why I don't feel sorry for black women anymore. I really don't. Because you want to know something? And they wonder why dark-skinned black men treat them the way they do. This is why they put we talk about pedestals. We're on this imaginary little tykes pedestal that everybody in the black community has lied to themselves to say that we're on. That couldn't be any further from the truth. Dark-skinned black men can go on the internet, call them anything other than a child of God. They can make videos talking about how they're masculine and all this, and these women will defend them regardless. But MLS men, we do one thing wrong, and the pitchforks are out. Yes, they do. That's why they act like this. Like, I don't know why everybody has just convinced themselves that MLS men are like, where are we privileged at? I am genuinely curious. I would love for somebody to hop in this comment section and tell me right now how privileged we are. I want to see it. Like, I feel like arguing today. I want to see somebody comment. Stop being scared. Just comment. Stop cloud watching.
Make some that they still couldn't draw lanes. Look sexy and all those. Make some that.
The thing that's funny about this whole situation is there's a black woman that just got killed by a white man, and I was actually watching a video of Angry Man, and black women were quiet as church mice. That, like, light-skinned men just don't want to admit it, but we have fallen to spot number 3. We're not even number 2 anymore. Like, this is just not good.
Yo, I swear this ain't because I'm light-skinned, but I'm on Klay Thompson's side. For sure. I'm on Klay Thompson's side.
See, this the BS I be talking about right here. This it right here. This guy gonna say the light skins need to be vocal about disowning Klay. What the hell has got to do with me? Huh? What this got to do with me? I made love to my own wife last night. That's what I did. That's what I did. What that got to do with me? See, every time a yellow boy does something, y'all get on this internet and y'all condemn all of us. What me and T.I. got to do with this shit? Klay go out here and mess up, and y'all forget how T.I. just rolled for his woman against 50 Cent. Y'all forget what Malcolm X did for y'all ass back in the day. Y'all forget what Huey P. Newton and Frederick Douglass, fellow yellow boys, did for y'all ass back in the day. Steph Curry be out here holding his woman down. Meanwhile, it be her ass saying crazy shit in the media. And y'all don't get on this internet and say nothing about it, ladies. But somebody out of the yellow boy delegation make a mistake. And then y'all want to come for all of us. Because y'all don't condemn the dark-skinned brothers like you do us. Y'all don't condemn the brown-skinned brothers like y'all do us. But if one yellow boy...
But one thing that a guy like him has to watch is a lot of times, I've noticed what a lot of black people like to do now is if you have an even slight tinge of brown, oh, well, you're not light-skinned, so why are you talking? That's something else that I'm getting sick of hearing. These people always try to figure out a way to deflect. Oh, well, you're not, okay, even if he's not light-skinned, which is a lie, but what the hell does that have to do with what he's talking about? Like, stop deflecting. But you want to know the biggest problem?
Klay Thompson. Who this yellow nigga think he is cheating on Megan? 5. He might be top 5 devious light skins. 5. Not only do he deserve a biblical punishment, he might be top 5 greediest niggas on the planet. 4 rings, got 30,
Hey,
and just said,
Goofy.
nah. The kitchen making arch and crab spaghetti. He was dropping all. Damn!
I think people seem to forget that Megan Thee Stallion has been with 5 other men.
Yo, boo, you know Klay cheated on Megan?
What? I told you guys, bro. Niggas ain't shit. I told you guys, bro. You can't trust these light skins. Nobody even.
You know what black people's problem is? Black people just don't know when to shut up sometimes. That's just one. Like, that might just be probably black people's biggest problem. Yes, they do. That's the problem. Like, even what I'm saying right now, I have to be real careful what I say, or my stream is gonna get taken down. Like, I can't come with the complete smoke for them that I really want to, because that, if I did, this stream would get taken down, and there would be people that would be on here clipping what I say, taking what I say out of context with their usual talking points. Oh, not all of us are like this. Not all of us are. This is just an internet thing. This isn't real life. Not all black peoples. Not all black peoples. Not all black men's. Not all black women's. Not all. I believe it, Bronze Mule. That's the thing. We can't say nothing back. It's just the real frustrating thing about social media nowadays. People, it's just about as one-sided of a. You can't really. The truth is never going to be let out, because the media and social media has just become such an echo chamber that it's a certain dynamic and a certain narrative that is going to be pushed regardless of how true it is or not. And the thing that just blows my mind is how there are not many MLS men that are on here calling black people out for the obvious. For one, associating traits with skin tone, which I'm sure black people love to say how they hate when people do to them. Well, dark-skinned people, I had to specify it. Some people are going to take what I say out of context, saying, oh, well, he's saying he's not black. God didn't say that. But, yeah. This is why I don't even take the black community seriously anymore, because the hypocrisy has just reached heights that are just unknown, just absolutely insane, to say the least. Dark-skinned black women and dark-skinned black men have been talking about for decades how they hate the way the world associates them with certain things, or associates it with something that has absolutely nothing to do but with how they look. But these same people will gladly do the exact same thing to us. Make that make sense. First of all, what does Klay Thompson have to do with all light-skinned men? What about Steph Curry, like that guy said? Who is Steph Curry? I don't know his personal life, but he more or less has been loyal and faithful to Aisha Curry. And Aisha Curry has been the one who has been saying questionable things. My thing is, why doesn't this ever happen? It always seems to be light-skinned black men that seem to always be the ones who get the short. Dark-skinned black men can do anything, say anything, wear anything, and it just everybody just pretends that we got rappers wearing dresses, dressing in drag, and all types of crazy stuff. We got certain rappers saying that they have slept with 11,000 women, and that isn't getting called out. We got black football players saying that they have slept with 10,000 women. We just had Stephon Diggs, who literally cheated on Cardi B while she was pregnant. And we just have forgot that, but no, Klay Thompson is just front page news. Oh, Klay Thompson just did that because he had a white mama. Oh, Klay Thompson did that because he was light skinned. Oh, light skinned men are this. At this point, I don't know why light skinned men are even still part of the black community at this point. I don't know what more else I can say, what more videos need. I just don't know what more I can do at this point. Like, I don't get it. I'm just at a loss for words.
You want to buy light skin because it's a stable commodity. If you think about it, ain't no light skins on the Epstein list. When the Drake debacle happened, we don't say the other guy's name. And I said, Jim, you're gonna want to buy light skin. You're gonna want to buy the dip on light skin. Because why? Because the fundamentals are strong. So we're gonna get better. Over here at Team Light Skin, we're saying dark skinned people are up. And I said, release the Diddy files. We also, that is part of our diversification plan.
You know, I'm glad he said that, because that's something that I forgot to even. I completely forgot about Diddy. That's something else that has just died completely down. Like P. Diddy, people have just completely, like, you would swear Klay Thompson was the one. Like, Diddy literally has a video of beating Cassie up. And there are actually black people that defended Diddy. Oh, trust me, Brown. Like I said, that's what they do. They will see videos like this, completely ignore that, and then, well, see? You see what he said? This guy is anti-black. He doesn't like black people. Like, at this point, I just think a lot of these people are just narcissists. It's simple as that. They see nothing wrong. They're like spoiled children. A child that's spoiled is never going to see the error of their ways or their bad behavior. And unfortunately, a lot of these folks have a lot of people that are going to defend them regardless of what they do. But I think the biggest problem with a lot of this stuff is a lot of light-skinned men just like these guys just are, they're just as stupid as the people that talk, because they just, at this point, I don't know. I don't know what's happened to light-skinned men, to be honest with you. You know, some of this stuff might not be all wrong. Light-skinned men are broken. I just never seen a group of men that just have seen it just willingly just berate them. Like, this is just self-hate to a level that has never been seen to man. I'll say light-skinned black men and mixed men are the most self-hating group of men walking on planet Earth. I've never seen this before. This is just insane. But I think we've seen enough of what. But I'm going to show you guys what the biggest problem is. I know that video somewhere around here. I just have to find it. But first, listen to this.
I need black women to stop acting like they don't cap for light-skinned men, bro. Hey, you women claim you don't like light-skinned men. It's cap. You like light-skinned men. You don't like their privilege. A lot of light-skinned men have the same privilege as pretty women. Yeah, and you don't like that because a lot of them light-skinned boys have pretty privilege. Like, girls will throw themselves at them, and a lot of them don't work for girls. They don't work for the girls. I talk to man, them, they show man like, yeah, no, bro, she's on, man. So these men are so used to women auditioning for them that you girls think he thinks he's too nice. He's not gonna do or jump through the hoops that I think a man should normally jump through for me. So it bruises your ego because women are egotistical too, but we don't like to talk about that. So stop lying. You don't like skin. You don't love light skin boys. You just like, you think dark skinned men like light skinned women. It's the same shit. You just don't like the fact that the light skinned boys have the same privilege as the light skinned women and as women in general. And I'm talking about good looking people as well. I'm not just talking about just being light skinned simply. We can say that men, for example, the quality control is a bit less when it comes to women and light skinned women, but that's because essentially every hole's a goal, isn't it? But when it comes to women with men, I think you guys actually like the good-looking light-skinned guys, but you pretend like you don't. In defense mode, you say that you don't because you don't like the idea of rejection from someone who you think is most likely going to go for someone who's also light-skinned as well. So it's like it's a.
You know what? When I listen to a lot of these folks talk, they just go in such circles that I just can't get over how there are people that are actually dumb enough. 483 likes. We gotta ask are black people just really that delusional? It seems. First of all, I think it's time to destroy this. Okay. Do you guys want me to? Let's talk about it. I am getting really sick and tired of people trying to equate privilege as a man to good looks. That doesn't even make sense from a biological standpoint. Man's value is not determined by looks, it's determined by what you have and the resources that you own. You foolish, stupid morons. How can a man benefit from this supposed pretty privilege? Like, what is that? What does that even mean? again, that doesn't do nothing for us. Like, what are y'all talking about? Like, why are y'all allowed to keep saying these stupid talking points and nobody calls you out on it? What is it gonna take?
Something that people don't talk about is the fact that light skinned niggas love us chocolate girls. I don't know what it is. I've said I don't like the light skinned warriors. I don't like the little pretty princesses and stuff like that. But you see, like me, and I happen to get caught up with them because they like me, and we be in the midst of talking about how much they like me, and y'all end up thinking that we go together or something, you know. I'm saying
It's like I said, this just all go. This just all goes back.
Hey, somebody texted you.
It just all goes back to low self-esteem. No other way to put it. This oh no. See, this is what I was talking about with StreamYard. Can you guys
more light skins, like light skinned men are attractive.
No, this is facts. I had to explain this to my best friend a few years ago, and she's dark skinned too. It's just her experience is different than mine. I'm hard. I really think at one point in time I wanted to prove to myself that this was not me. Like, it's not that I'm not attracted to dark skinned men. They just don't fuck. To shoot my shot at a 6'4" dark skinned Aries nigga. yet holding on. The shit sent me to therapy. Don't do it.
Even with that video, notice she didn't even talk about dark skinned men in a negative light, and yet these guys having babies by these women, leaving them in the dust. That's the scary thing, Bronze Mule. They smile in your face, but they talking behind your back. Hey, salute RTGP. Good seeing you, man. Like I don't get like how people, the fact that there's people that are stupid enough to believe, like pretty, like I keep hearing this pretty privilege, pretty. First of all, a man, a man is not going to want to be called pretty. That is a feminine, like these guys should be getting punched in the face for saying, like if a dude said pretty, I would punch him in his face. Like that. But like I said, nowadays they just get protection every which way. And I even remember Pariah Disciple even talking about this in his comment section. You're screwed either which way. If you say something on social media, your comment gets deleted. If they say this nonsense to your face and you punch them, you got to deal with all types of other repercussions, like going to jail. So it's almost like you're just screwed every which way possible. Like there should have been a gang of light-skinned dudes in that dude's comment section that he should have got his stuff disliked to the point where his stuff should have got taken down. No, you shouldn't be allowed to talk about like calling a man pretty, like I keep saying it, pretty. Like these folks are on social media platforms every day talking about this. What do y'all think is gonna happen? They just keep regurgitating it over and over again, and it never gets called out. And now this is something else that I've noticed. Now we have this. I hate when TikTok does this.
A man.
Misogyny.
So, yeah.
Okay, let's see. TikTok is acting stupid right now. Okay, let me see if because I hate when I find all these videos and then I forget like what I type up to. Okay, I think this might be it. Wait. I'll find it. Just give me a second, guys.
Another thing that I've heard about biracial men, light-skinned men.
She's a light skinned man. She's from biracial to light skinned, so she knows she got some shit.
You know, there's different kinds of light skin. You got the black light skin. I'm talking specifically about biracial light skinned men.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times they grow up having to pick and choose. They grow up having that battle of not being black enough or you get the teasing from kids telling you that, oh, you're not black enough. And so because of that, word on the street is they try to date black women, specifically darker skinned women or brown skinned women, so that they can show people that they are in fact black enough. From my understanding, you are dating a black woman. Was your choice in your relationship partner have anything to do with the fact that you wanted to prove that you were black?
Any preference, all right. Like specifically with me, I will never judge a book by its cover. I do not care. Like, I know it sounds very cliche. And a lot of people probably say it, but I actually hold myself up to it. I do not care women.
And that is shocking. Because from the South, but then again, you grew up in a white suburban neighborhood, so it's like, did that come out of curiosity, or just how
it just right? Like I said, I've had like I'm not trying to really sound like any type of way, but I've had I've been with a white woman, I've been with a Filipino woman, like Hispanic, all right, African. It's just like ideally it just happens to be the dark.
But think about this. Notice a lot of these dark-skinned black men might go going in and out. I might have to stop sharing that screen. I don't know. After a while, StreamYard does good, and then after a while, it just starts. It's free. I really hate that.
Yeah.
Okay, my TikTok is really pissing me off now. Okay. But long story short, Klay Thompson is a celebrity, and he's cheated on women probably just as much, if not more, than any other celebrity has. But now I want to show you guys the video that I've been wanting. And this video might be the thing that just takes the cake the most. Give me a second while I pull it up. Because there'll be some people that love to say in the back that, oh, I haven't seen or heard that. Well, you're about to hear it.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to High Media TV. I'm your host, everyone from High Media TV. And welcome back to Why Does This Keep Happening with me and your T1, aka Abdul, aka that one black guy.
Hello.
So
I've not eaten in 25 hours.
Man is acting like it's still fucking Ramadan or some shit.
Not intentionally.
Not intentionally. We went poetically last week about it'd be nice to have something to talk about that isn't about the Iran and the Iran war and the collapse of the American empire and all of that somber shit. And then the monkey's paw curled and started the light skin apocalypse.
Yep. I'm cooked. Lo and behold, even though Klay Thompson is mixed, that doesn't matter on the internet. It doesn't matter. We're fucked. It's done. I'm gonna have to stand in the sun for hours. And it's not gonna do enough. And it's still not gonna do enough. Holy shit. Good old eggs after 11 Thompson.
Yeah, man. It's just, and you know what? It's very rare that we already know what the title of this episode is going to be before it. It's going to be Klay Thompson and the Light Skin Apocalypse.
Yep.
Because y'all. So I'm not going to commentate too much on that aspect of it because I am a white man, and the light skin versus dark skin debate is very much a colorism thing based in the black community. But I do think that y'all are I do think
jokes except when it isn't.
It's mostly jokes except when it isn't. Yeah. I think there's going to be a lot of women who are going to take that personally, and y'all are getting no play this summer. Your Tinder account's going to be dry as shit. Half my light skinned guy friends are about to be dry as fuck this summer, and all of the girls are going to be out in their maxi dresses and with all their girls popping shit out in the club, and I'm so happy for them for it. But the thing is that it's the splash. We men, just broadly speaking, are caught in the splash zone with this, and men have been, let's be real, have been really dog shit, especially in the last few years. I mean, we've been shit for since time immemorial, but it's been particularly bad since the start of the new decade. And Jesus.
On no fucking modern mullet feminist literature, also known as literature in my mind, as it shows how
Well, there you go. That was a whole white man talking about the light skin apocalypse. This stuff has went global. The attack on light skinned man's image has now finally reached the global community. Now white men have went on this. White men are now gleefully attacking. And the crazy thing about it was this guy's supposed black co-host was a light-skinned black man. What is I just don't know what's wrong with light-skinned men at this point. I don't think this can be fixed. I don't think it can. Like light skinned men have just been broken. Like I don't know. I don't know who you can blame more for this. I don't know if you can blame black people. I don't know if you can blame white people. I don't know if you can blame black women for this. I don't know if you can blame their white moms for this. I don't know. I really don't know. Light-skinned black men are broken. They just have been broken. Amala's men have been broken. These guys just don't care. Like I've never seen this before. Like I've never seen a group of men that just do not care about if their image is getting attacked, if they're attacking their own image, if they're emasculating themselves. Like I have never seen this before. Like this is just uncharted territory for me. I thought I had a good idea of this, but I just don't. I don't know how a person can even get to this point. Now white men are attacking our image now. Now, as if black men weren't bad enough, now we got white dudes that are, and you know what? That's why all these black people that say, oh, they treat, shut the hell up. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Just shut up. Just stop talking. That's your problem. Y'all talk too much. And 9 times out of 10, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. You're just talking. Just throwing crap at the wall and hoping it sticks. Yes, bro. Notice white men are the lightest men on the planet. And a lot of these same black women that talk about how light-skinned men have pretty privilege will run right to white men. I even posted that in my community tab. White men are the lightest men on the planet. How come none of that little stuff applies to them? Dark-skinned men too. How come they don't attack white? Oh, I know why. Because dark-skinned black men know that white men, they can talk all that stuff, but eventually they know white men will go upside their head. That's the problem. It's all about respect. Like they don't respect you. They don't respect us. And at this point, can you blame them? At this point, I don't think you can. Like they just keep saying this stuff, and light-skinned dudes are just not saying nothing. Like these guys should be getting, when they are on YouTube talking this little pretty privileged nonsense, they should be getting their videos disliked to the point where they have to take it down. They should not be getting hearts. No. Like that guy should not be getting 383 hearts. He shouldn't. He should be getting his TikTok account suspended. He shouldn't be getting praised. He didn't say nothing that was correct. But you have to realize what you're dealing with. In the grand scheme of things, we're not just going against the black community anymore. And this is what a lot of people don't seem to understand. That like this stuff is starting to go beyond just the black community. These folks are protected. They're protected by the media, and you even got to throw politics in there too, in all honesty. They're protected. you can't really say too much. Like Bron said, if you say too much, you get your channel taken down. Trust me, I know. I've seen it happen. You'll get your channel taken down. You'll have people clipping what you say, taking out of context, and then saying, "See, this guy's anti-black." They just throw. All they got to do is just slap that little, and everybody believes it. And they won't get their channels taken down, but you sure as hell will get yours taken down. Like even I have to be very careful what I say. There'll be people that will literally record what you say and then make a video, and all they got to do is just throw that tab on there, and everybody's going to believe it. Because at the end of the day, we're fighting against a community with a cult like how do I say this? The black community has a very cult like mindset. See, when I make videos like this, see, if I was on here talking about biracial men or light-skinned black men and talking about how they're self-hating, they hate their blackness, and they should be uplifting their dark-skinned brothers and sisters, that's not going to get attacked. It's not. I'm going to get praise. I'm going to get subs. I might get invited to panels. I may get compensated financially for it. But when I join this panel like this and I talk about this puts the target on my back. I've been in this space long enough to know that you can't keep going against the monolith before the monolith attacks. Like me making these videos is me going against the grain right here. Light-skinned black men aren't supposed to be talking like this. Light-skinned black men are supposed to be going along to get along. We're supposed to be uplifting dark-skinned black people and talking about how our skin is just a product of grapes. Yeah, there's nothing special about us. We're just watered down black people, but we're still black people. I'm supposed to be walking around like I have a kick me sign on my back. At this point, that's what being a light-skinned black man in the black community has devolved into. I should just have a kick me sign on my back. And this Klay Thompson situation has proven not to be the case. Just kick me, black community. Kick me. Kick. It's basically masochism at this point. Brother AMR, how you doing? Can you hear me okay? Because I've been fading a little bit.
Oh yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So, what time did you join the stream?
Oh, it's 7:07 my time, and I'm on lunch break. So.
Oh, nice. Would you like to add anything? Because
you know what I had. You know what? Well, I'm gonna say for some reason I just had a feeling that you were gonna talk about this because I myself planned on addressing it sometime this weekend, but other people may have beaten me to it. But I'm gonna say this and again, some may agree, they may disagree, but what I'm gonna say is that Klay Thompson, Meg the Stallion actually did you the favor. Whether we may not see it, but in reality, she did. Because it really exposes that inner demon how dare you even talk about that inner demon for who she really is.
I think people seem to forget that Megan Thee Stallion. Like I seen Pariah had posted a video, and I seen that pic before, but I seen there was like eight people in front of Klay Thompson. I'm just trying to figure out like why people just seem to be so pressed over what, like Klay Thompson ain't the first athlete that's going to cheat, and he definitely won't be the last. Like what?
Exactly. And at the same time, people, again, there's somebody cheating on someone right now, whether you're married or not. It happens. But for whatever reason, it doesn't apply to everybody else. We're just gonna focus on the less melanated man, the MLS man, biracial man, just simply because you want to live your life based off of what you see on TV. Meg Thee Stallion, and shouts to Black Mind or Jack Black, people like females like Meg Thee Stallion is empowering. Women like Keke Palmer is empowering.
I forgot all about Keke Palmer.
Yeah, exactly. The same thing. Remember how they drug her baby daddy through the mud, and all he said was, "Yo, you forget you're a mother, right?" But yet, as if she has no right to go. As if, oh, you better not talk about Keke Palmer. Well, was there anything that was said that was inaccurate? Not to my knowledge. She is a mom. But you hated the fact that it was coming from dudes that look like me, you, and everybody that's either in the chat room, what have you.
I think
and not to mention, and let me throw something else out there just real quick. Nobody's not talking, and I don't know why they don't bring this up, where she wanted $700,000 just for him to spend time with her. What the mother F do you need $700,000 for?
I didn't even hear about this.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. I'll bring it up since they just only want to just talk about the things that you better not bring up. Yeah, see, this is what they really leave out. See, the cheating part is just I don't want to say it's a trend, but it's the most simple thing to talk about. Not that she proposed that, you need to give me $700,000 just for spending time with me. And I'm like, what you paying, alimony?
But what got me was that chick on the video saying, "Oh yeah, Klay Thompson, when he scores in the crossover, I'm not interested. But when Megan Thee Stallion bends over and twerks, oh, I'm very interested." Huh?
Oh, exactly. You know, so selective, very, very selective outrage, as if shooting a ball is in the goal needs to be censored. Meanwhile, you showing your butt cheeks to a live mass audience shouldn't be.
That's just somebody with a toxic mindset that's part of a toxic community that enables toxicity and will continue to enable toxicity. At this point, my gloves have came off. I'm not even about to keep sugarcoating this stuff anymore. Like this has just went on long enough. And it's like we got and that little cuck in the background, because a lot of these light-skinned dudes, I love when they see videos like this because they always be in these comment sections, always my family doesn't. Yeah.
First of all, you silly, these silly Negroes really need to shut the F up. Because at the end of the day, you are a part of that sacrificial lamb, no matter how much you pander. Just like that one Puerto Rican chick that was trying to pander. Oh, I'm gonna get on her. I'm gonna get on her too.
Oh,
I'm gonna get on her too. Oh yeah, you thought that I was just I just faded off. Oh no, like no, I've been hitting the bag too. I was just been waiting to get my hard shots in. You ain't heard or seen nothing yet.
At this point, I just feel like, how can we as men, we're supposed to be part of a community that is supposed to uplift us, right? We're supposed to be part of a community that uplifts and beholds our image to the best it can be, masculine providers and everything. How can you as a man be privileged in a community that does the exact opposite? Like, we can talk about other races all day. White men don't have to deal with this. White women aren't calling white men effeminate. Asian women, even with the little effeminate image Asian men have, their women aren't doing it. Latino women aren't doing it. Indian women aren't doing it. So how can MLS men be privileged if we're part of a community where our own women are, well, allegedly own women, are emasculating us every which way? And there was somebody, I was arguing with somebody in another comment section who was actually dumb enough to say, well, other races of men are doing. No, they're not. No, they're not. Stop it. Just stop it.
You know what? Because it's easy for them to necessarily say that or dismiss it and brush it off when they're not the ones that, when they think that they have to deal with it, in reality they don't. So of course they're just gonna go off that, bypassing what we as MLS men go through on a regular basis, and at the same time, because we're still, and because, in a way, when you're still a minority within a minority, which is why spaces like this does exist and needs to exist, so we can address, these things. So we can say, hey, yo, look, you're not by yourself. You may think that you are, but in reality, you're not, because there's somebody that's been through what you may have been through. And however, but go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
And however, when you spend too much of your time living in an alternate universe because you see the world differently from how everyone else does, then why? Then again, why not necessarily, or why empathize with the people that's still being suppressed?
I'm glad you brought that up, because that, at this point, that's what it's starting to seem like. I think everybody else is living in the real world, and light-skinned men seem to be living in an alternate universe. Light-skinned men just can't wake up and smell the coffee. Like, they just do not seem to understand that they're being attacked. It's like they just make a joke out of it. That's the problem. That's why nobody takes us seriously, because we just always make a joke out of ourselves. That's what we look like. We look like a big fat joke. Like, we look like. What were you saying?
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say, shout outs to what's his name, light skinned historian, when he said, we're basically like the Truman Show, a real life Truman Show. And for those of you who haven't seen Truman Show, I suggest you check it out. And because you may think that is somewhat funny at first, but then at the end, it's just gonna leave you. It's really gonna make you mad at the end, until you can finally say, you know what, forget this, screw this, I'm out of here. If you want to make a joke, you can make a joke, but I'm just not gonna be a part of it. And God forbid, if you do take a stand or rebel, you're the problem for rebelling. As if you ain't had rebels that didn't take stands throughout historical points in life. Even in the AD, BC eras in the Bible. But yet, don't forget, the black community as well as the white community love their church. They love their Christianity. They love the holy word, don't they?
They
But
love
break
it.
every command. But they break every rule, every commandment in that MF. Am I right or wrong?
Amen.
and again, and they love sitting there. Oh, look, they mad about something. We're irritated and partially we're mad, but some of it, what we said, does kind of come out of compassion. If you want the truth, and if you want the real answers, we're gonna give it to you. Point blank, period. And it really does suck is that when you have people that will talk as if, and they will speak to whoever wants to listen to them, whether they're on Lipstick Alley, TikTok, or whatever social media platform, and they're feeding their listeners or their viewers a bunch of BS. Oh, well, you ought to be happy that y'all even being addressed and that y'all got this attention. And y'all can basically get off based off of your privilege. And you ain't got it. It was like, did you? You love talk about how we like to do sexual favors. Nobody had to do sexual favors to get where we at, to get where we had to go.
When people say that, I just want to say, I just have one question to ask them, and they never can answer it. What do MLS men have or can get that no other group of men walking across the earth can get as well?
You'll be waiting till HE double hockey sticks freezes over. You really would. Because you're really just talking into dead air and dead space, and you just provide good lip service.
Like it's a very honest question. Like I'm still trying to figure out what, like, and dark-skinned black men, as much as a lot of people like to say that black women, and yes, black women do deserve a ginormous blame for what's going on. But I think the problem is that a lot of light-skinned black dudes kind of forget that dark-skinned black men are just as guilty, if not more guilty about this than they are.
Yeah, and they're being used as mere pawns and puppets at the end of the day. And shout outs to even Globe Light or For Light when they loved playing that tribalism along with witchcraft BS. That's how you know exactly what their thinking pattern is.
But the problem is they always can throw up that little fake brotherhood card that's a lie as well. They just throw that up and light-skinned men shut up every time.
I'm like, first of all, I'll be like, first of all, I am not your brother or your boy. And number two, you've been getting off this emotional, because again, they love playing those, what they call it, head games or mental gymnastics. Y'all love doing that. And yeah, some people fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Some. But then the deeper you dig, you realize it's nothing but a bunch of hot garbage. At the end of the day, none of these MFers pay my bills or put food on the table or put clothes on my back.
And that's where I have to keep saying, pounding it over people's heads over and over again. This at the end of the day, it's all about the green guys.
Exactly.
The dead presidents. Like, sleeping with women is not a privilege. Because anybody can do it. Any man that would tell you that is a man that's priorities are very, very, very poorly misguided. Because if you get the money, women are gonna be around you anyway.
But you know, though, and on to that point, and I was thinking about this right before I took my lunch break. I'm thinking, you know what, this whole thing, especially with money, yes, we understand that you do need it in order to live and to support yourself. But if you're doing it based upon on trying to live or keep up with a certain lavish lifestyle for others, that is all about what others think, then it's an epic fail.
Yes. Yeah.
Never base your value system off of something that's gender neutral. Never. Yeah, I'll say it out loud. Never base your values based off of something that is gender neutral. And you know where to find me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
That's
Rock.
why-
We
Yeah.
got great people skills. Don't think we owe. We don't skills. Don't think we owe nothing. We're nice, hard workers. LSM. Exactly.
Like, when I heard that guy talking, it's like it's pretty privileged. Like that. First of all, a man is not gonna a man is not going to just walk around like, look, I'm pretty. Like, who does that? Like, no man.
Unless if he's swinging for the other team.
There you go. That's what a lot of these light skinned dudes just don't need seem to. These guys are passive aggressively calling you guys swinging for the other team. Like, I don't know how you guys don't like. Is the wool been pulled over your eyes that much where you don't see it?
Or they're just pretty much just trying to do they want to get in where they can fit in based off of what they excuse me, based off of what they believe is surviving.
And you know
I'm like,
what? That right there should prove to you that there's no privilege to speak of. Because nobody in the, if we put anybody else in the situation that light-skinned men in now, they would have been gave the peace sign to the black community. They would have
but
been.
you know, and you know though, and we keep trying to tell these folks that I don't see this getting any better. I don't. Now, this whole, I'm just gonna get by on a hope and a prayer is, I think it's far too gone for that, especially in this modern world we living in.
Oh, that we've ventured so far past. Like, I stopped believing that was going to change years ago. I pretty much gained the mindset. We see how they are. We know how they are. What are we gonna do next? And I've been thinking about talking about this, and it's probably going to stir up the hornet's nest some more. But I think, light-skinned men, we got to be honest with ourselves. We need to start over and rebuild. This relationship with the black community has ran its course. It's over.
And that was why I did my when I did my live stream a while back, based off of that one drop rule and the myths of it, and how it pretty much was supposed to or how we believed that it was supposed to be working for people who were non-white, but instead we became the mere victims of it at the same time. So for us, we were there at the wrong place at the wrong time. Because yes, we were people of color, but meanwhile, monoracial folks, black and white, do you really think that, again, for somebody that's, who may consider themselves mulatto or multiracial, what have you,
But this just goes. Oh no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's like we somewhat got to put ourselves in one category. And you don't realize that, all this really does is give others the ability to somewhat control the identity. Where you're not controlling your identity.
I'm so glad you brought that up, because that made me remember something that I've been thinking about lately. I was listening to some other channel of this guy that was talking about, well, I don't need MLS women. I got black and white women. And it was almost like a flex, but it's like, dude, like that doesn't impress me. Okay, cool. You do that, but you're not improving the overall situation. You're just not. Because let's be honest, that's probably the two groups of women that MLS men are with the most. Has it changed anything? Like, we can go down the line of groups of women that literally have just adopted like their man's pretty much. Let's look at Asian women with white men, for instance. Like, it's well documented how those women pretty much just practically worship the ground that those men walk on. In fact, we can go even closer than that. What about black women as a whole and dark-skinned black men? Like, white women and black women aren't just beating the door down, praising light-skinned men. If anything, it's the exact opposite, especially in black women's case. Black women have made it well known that they are going to attack light-skinned men every which way they can. And me calling it out doesn't make me the bad guy, like a lot of people like to say. And white women are just too oblivious.
Well, and that was why I said, I think, what was it, the last stream you did, or maybe a couple of streams prior, where I said something along the lines of, I have no issues with people being friendly or neutral with people of other races on the friendly terms, no biasness. Again, if that person's heart is right, okay, cool. But what I do have an issue with is, let's say you get one white girl and all she has is black friends. It's very easy for that white girl to easily adapt to that group's thinking.
And I've seen that happen a lot. I've even seen some white women that have talked about MLS men. And I'm like, how did she even know?
Because you look at her circle, that's like, exactamundo. You've been talking to a whole bunch of these broads, and they got you to think exactly the way they think.
I keep telling people the monolith is powerful. Unfortunately, a lot of these folks have a very powerful influence on people now.
Yeah, they do. And you know what? But for us, though, I think we got to be the ones to literally take the charge now. We really do. It's going to have to start with us. And we also got to look at regards to legacy, future, and what's the steps in order to take in order to move ahead to where we're going to let's see our legacies, be built different from the previous.
The issue with that is like the guys and a lot of light skinned men are just too oblivious. Like
Well,
they're
you know
just
what, but you know what though, and yes, I get that, and it is sad at this point. But then you know what, sometimes the more you really try to help certain people, if they already have their mindsets made up, then there's no helping them. Unfortunately, either you can get on board, or we'll leave you behind. But don't be coming back crying when you had an epiphany all of a sudden when we try to let you know from the get-go that, hey, you're basically being left out to dry. These people are just using you just to be their cheerleader. But yet, if the roles were reversed, they're not cheering for you. They're not. You and I both know this. Everybody that's even in the chat room know this.
absolutely.
And like I said before, that you know what, let's just say hypothetically, some of the women, if they did hop on board with us, and they see the BS for what it is, too. Okay. But at the same time, and I may be in some hot water right now, but hey, I've been in hot water before. It's all about, Giz, who's willing to necessarily really, whether we have allies or whether we don't have allies, are you willing to make your voices be heard? Because I see some individuals and they have made their voices heard, and I'm like, they may say some things that even I may look back and go, ooh, that was strong and powerful.
Yeah.
And then you got those that will still be on that, oh, well, I don't know. Like, oh, God. Which is why I'm going to be debuting Talking Puff. I'm going to do a Talking Puff where I get to smoke my cigar and we could just chat. And I may end up doing a cigar tutorial one day.
But Bronze Mule said only go for women who secretly prefer, that shows interest in you. Don't be a chaser over a bra with a high potentiality to take satisfaction in turning you down because you're an MLS. Well, here's the thing, Bronze Mule. This Klay Thompson situation, and Globe Light has said this before, you are really about to see the hive mind that is the community, particularly Black women. You really are about to see just how, unfortunately, how much influence these folks have.
Exactly. And trust me. And again, to paint Klay Thompson as the bad guy, basically whether if he and here's and also another thing too, when it comes to he cheated. Who was the woman that he cheated on with? Who was it? But we do know the woman who Tory Lanez cheated on with, and it was her best friend. See how people are so quick to pick and choose what they want to talk about and not look at the bigger picture.
And even
these people,
they were even talking about Chris Brown. Like, why are we still talking about Chris Brown?
And I'm like, see, that's the thing too. It's like he getting ready to go on tour with Usher. It's like, yo, leave him the frick alone. Oh, but you know what though? See, I guess you hate somebody so much, that's how much you think about them. And let me just say this, and I'm not saying that, and I don't want to give nobody any ideas, but let's just say hypothetically there was no more MLS people on the planet, right? How would these people's worlds improve? How?
They wouldn't.
So, and if white people were to disappear tomorrow, how would these people's lives improve?
Honestly, truth be told, I think a lot of black people would go crazy if white people went away. He's like, it wouldn't be the white. He's like, the brown man is keeping me down.
Yeah. Yes, yep. So, and it's easy to deflect, and it's easy to, I guess, point out whatever flaws you have and blame it on other people for these flaws rather than look in the mirror.
Yeah, rock and roll said they would still be broke, lazy, angry.
And another thing too, and I'm gonna say this real quick. Klay Thompson don't really owes none of these people anything. Again, and did they forget that Meg Thee Stallion, even while they were together, she was still having to deal with these court cases? Why would anybody stick around for that? Let's be honest. You think if you was in a relationship right now and you think that things that moved on and you still got court cases that you keep going in and out of, well, regardless of the situation, you think any normal, regular thinking human being will stick around for that?
Well, I think the thing is, even when this whole relationship first started, Megan Thee Stallion is not really somebody that should be. She's just not really a good person to really. If you're looking for Megan Thee Stallion as what you look for in a relationship, then you've already lost. Like, look who Megan Thee Stallion has been with. Look, like even before all this stuff even started, that's what I thought at first. Look at what Megan Thee Stallion represents. What do we know her for? All the wrong things. Like
Twerking, shaking butt, WAP, thug dude after thug dude after thug dude, and then go ahead.
Put it like this: if you put Megan Thee Stallion in any other community, she would be looked down upon. But for whatever reason, this toxic, rotting corpse that's supposed to be the black community uplifts her. Like,
but then again, watch out. They'll be like, "Oh well, there's women like that exist." Yes, they do. But you know what? They're not lifted or praised upon in those particular communities like that. They're not. They're not. And if you can't see it, well, then I don't know what to tell you. Again, I'm sorry. I don't know I don't know too many I don't know no Asian Meg Thee Stallions that's on OnlyFans. I don't. And that's on mass medias like that.
Oh, actually, I'll do you better. You know who they call? They even have a name for what? You know what they call them? Mudshot. That's how they view that in other communities.
And then watch out, somebody gonna be like, "Oh, you putting down your own?" I'm like, I'm not. And yes, that term does exist. But just the thought that it's even being said is it's a low blow. Just like us calling this action out is a low blow. Yeah. These people are done for. We're cooked. Well, not me exactly. Not me, but these people are cooked.
Well, I keep telling people, these folks, the black community is cooked.
Yeah.
It's
And
over.
they just trying to look to see who gonna carry the mantle. I'm like, you ain't gonna carry the mantle with these people you have.
Please, you couldn't get me to walk practically half a block for these folks. The black community isn't even worth saving. For what? Like, why would I fight for people who have made it well known that they will tear me down every which? Like, who in their right mind would fight for somebody like that? I'll save that for all these other crazy light-skinned men that want to fight for these people. I'm not fighting for nobody. These people aren't worth fighting for. Fight for what? Like, what's really even to save in the black community at this point? RTGP say y'all want to. Well, again, RTGP, that's what I be saying. Like, what I'm saying is, if I wanted to make money, I would have to delete my channel and do what other people do. Even a certain individual that I used to know a few years ago, I would have to delete my channel and then just go straight. Black woman is God. The black woman is the creator of civilization. And black men are the evil, you know what's. And if I wanted to make money, I could do it. But my character just doesn't. I don't believe in lying to myself or lying to other people for views. What you see is what you get. I'm not gonna sell out just to make money. What you guys see is how I really feel about a lot of this stuff. If I wanted to make money, that would be the quickest and easiest way. And I know what to say. I know what to say that would make it work. I see the way people operate in these spaces and what needs to be said that would get people paying me good money. Andrew Ramirez Jordan. I wouldn't say the space died per se, but I would just say that certain individuals had to get removed from it. Well, a space, let's be honest, a space was just doomed to fail to begin with. Nowadays, people just like, you don't even look like some like Red Pill or Matt. Like, most people fly solo now, and it's better that way anyway. Because when one person messes up, it pretty much affects everyone. Like, a space is just not really smart and cohesive to make nowadays anyway, when everybody has access to a camera and they can type whatever they want to type. They can have every character flaw and say every wrong thing and do every wrong thing in the book, and people will say, "See, this is what this space is about." It could be nothing you say personally, but it could be something that somebody else says and does, and you get dragged for it.
Oh, sorry about that. I was just trying to open this door real quick.
Oh no, you're fine.
Yeah. But yeah, though, but you know, though, but see, and that's also again the thing too. We've again, ever since YouTube basically pretty much taken place in existence, everybody's had their trial run. not just necessarily this space, but all the other spaces and other characters that has came before us. Yeah, we had the Sergeant Willie Pete days, had the SYSBM, whether if it's the Manosphere, Fear, Red Pill, Blue Pill, Roast Sector, Beef Sector, all these different spaces and characters all had their trial run. Some people still stayed, and some people decided that it was just best if they just call it quits.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just checking to make sure.
Oh yeah, I was saying that all these spaces and characters they've came and gone way before this space and us even existed. And I think even for us, again, why not only just necessarily this space, but even during the days of Anon and LSM, some people just didn't understand or didn't want to understand their plight.
I think ultimately what did them in was just the simple fact that there was a lot of MLS people themselves that were going against them. It wasn't even so much what they were saying was so wrong. People just saw a questionable individual and just latched onto it and said, "See, look, they're not saying nothing to this guy."
Oh yeah, you definitely had a lot of what's the word I'm looking for to describe them people? Ops, yeah, you did have a lot of co-ops and a lot of infiltrators, imposters.
But to me, that's just stupid because it's like you know how many comments. If you have a popular channel, you could get hundreds of comments. Like you're not gonna always see every comment. Like you'd be surprised. Like some of the comments I have to delete where people are just saying something that's just off the wall that people will latch onto.
Hey, you know it though, because I'm gonna try something, and hopefully, and like what you just said, it may happen or it may not. But if it does, like I could just be sitting down, just having me a cup of coffee and of course a stogie, and yes, even in that case, I'm gonna have somebody talking shit, and I'm like, okay, if you didn't like the video anyway, then why bother me?
Why watch?
Yeah. I'm like, you thirsting for attention? That's what it is. Oh, you craving something? Poor thing.
Bronze, he said that he feels like the main reason they want MLS men fighting dark-skinned people's battles is to tarnish our image with other demographics. Bingo. Yes. Well, like what benefit do we really get at this point with fighting for the black community? Like what? What feel good points? Moral
again, exactly. Like, cause pretty much like what Bronze Mule was saying, that's pretty much what they always wanted. Just like how, again, like notice the Black Panther movement, notice how Angela Davis became the face of it. They want you to be the face. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, it's something different.
Well, I hate to be that guy, but notice a lot of the people that black people love, the champion Malcolm X, Huey P. Newton, and all these guys. Who were they killed by? I'll wait. And the crazy thing, as brilliant of men as Malcolm X and Huey P. Newton were, it ultimately cost them their lives because they couldn't see the very people that they fought for was the very people that took them down.
Yeah.
And all these years, light-skinned men just cannot figure that.
So basically, it's saying, and even and I know some people may not like Charleston White. I don't always agree with the dude, but even he said it's like, hey, yo, we'll mistreat you. Don't have these fools thinking that you a Negro. Don't do it. Because we gonna mistreat you and possibly we gonna kill you. I'm like, you have. Should we go down the list? Shall we go down the list?
Rock Roller said they died broke fighting for. They were killed by them. In fact, since I'm actually feeling like it. In fact, we can look it up right now, just in case there's people in the back that want to keep. We can look it up right now.
Hey, hold on just a sec. I just got to do something real quick.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Share screen. Hopefully this doesn't make it start lagging again. What? Do you know who that woman is by chance? See, I would love to know who that woman is, honestly. So basically, a random black woman has the same equivalence as Huey P. Newton. That's why I say in these spaces, like we're not just fighting so much so against like the black community per se. We're fighting against a whole political system and pretty much what American culture has devolved into. And I know this might rub people the wrong way, but I'm just gonna say it. America is gynocentric. The very fact that they would put a random black woman that probably nobody knows about and put her in the image of Huey P. Newton, that right there should tell you all you need to know. Let me see if I can find it. Hmm.
All right, I'm back, man. Did I miss something? Did I miss anything?
I think I found what you're. Oh, I think this is what he's talking about. I didn't even know about this. Wow. See, you guys are showing me something now. I never even knew about this. So Huey P. Newton, they've put a black woman on his chair. I can't. I can't keep dealing with
Yeah.
Huey P. Newton that's taken out of his chair now.
It replaced by a black woman.
Wow. If that right there doesn't tell you the landscape of what we're dealing with right now, I don't think I know what will. Now Huey P. Newton has been kicked off of his chair.
Hey, you know how they love talking about, knocking koofies off? This is what they literally mean. Whatever throne you happen to be on, we could easily just knock you off.
I'm not really surprised it's in California, honestly. I don't think people even realize like how subliminal that is. Like nowadays, it's gotten to a point where we can't even MLS man can't even be. The MLS man can't even be on the throne anymore. No, we've turned into a black woman now. That's why I really hope they don't even make like any like modern day like Black Panther films or any like MLS man like biopics or anything because I there's no telling who's going to play him.
Facts. Because again, there's going to be probably more like what you say, blackwashing it, trying to micromanage, and it also be very rigid. I mean, we could still do movies. We could still be entertaining, entertainment, but it necessarily doesn't have to be at their expense.
We'll have to look up and they got somebody like Damson Idris or whatever his name is playing him. You know, it's funny when I was looking. I've been looking through a lot of TV shows and stuff, and I didn't realize just like how foreign like black media has gotten. It's like what a lot of people, and I haven't even talked about this myself, but some of these people have like such a hatred for seeing MLS or MLS people in general doing good that they don't realize that they're still getting replaced. Like a lot of these black actors are not even from the United States.
Exactly. And the same thing, even with these white Americans, they're being replaced with white Europeans. And they want to sit there talking about Jews ain't replacing them and whatever. It's like, nah, you need to worry about them Europeans. They got more leverage and skills than what you will ever have. But yeah, you worrying about people who believe in a certain religion or who practice a certain religion and what have you. Like, no.
I believe it. If they
In the
have
new
it,
Michael Jackson movie, Joe Jackson was played by a dark-skinned man. Joe himself was more of a light brown. Yeah, he was. He was.
well, again, it doesn't matter at this point because they're just gonna throw anybody in there as long as they're black and they'll be fine. Unless, of course, that I, I think the thing I think the problem is I think a lot of people are just looking through the lens of the early 1900s. But what's happening then is just not like, let's be honest, like white supremacy doesn't exist. It doesn't. In fact, give it like another 30, 40 years. Eventually, white people are going to get passed up. It's like,
If it hasn't already started. Hey, what's up, Kenneth?
it's like people just live in like an alternate reality other than what, like I've worked with a lot of white, like a lot of these, like white supremacy only exists in black people's minds. Like I work with a lot of white people have the same problems that a lot of black people have.
Even with that being said, now you do again. You have those that be like, well, it's not necessarily this bad, but I wouldn't. I'm like, okay, you keep thinking like that, it's gonna pass by you faster than a tsunami hit. I'm just saying.
Oh, Bronzeville said they're not xenophobic at all. It's entirely based on skin color. There you go.
Yeah. If they were xenophobic, they'd be against Idris Elba. And that part is accurate. It was never about a guy like Drake being Canadian or a guy like Aaron Pierre being British, color base. Yeah.
These people don't want to see MLS men portrayed in a masculine light. They want them on YouTube doing stupid light skin be like memes. Or just kissing dark skinned black women's feet. That's what they want you to be nowadays. A foot warmer.
Hey, yo, man, I gotta finish up. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up real quick, and I don't know how long you plan on being on, but if I get finished in the nick of time, I probably might hop back on.
Well, honestly, I think I'm gonna call it. Honestly, I didn't really. This was kind of more like a abrupt stream anyway. I just wanted to just throw my 2 cents out there. Just I said I was going to go to like
Right.
As I'll go to RTG, I gotta be up like real early. I have to be up real early like these next few couple of days. But I'm gonna hit you up one day, so because I've been meaning to talk to you about a few couple of things. I would kind of like your input on like a few couple of topics that I want to talk about down the line. Because I feel like a lot of what my future streams are about to be will be something that you probably your expertise would probably be greatly appreciated.
Hey, you still on Discord, huh?
I haven't been on. I'm trying to fire my Discord back up though.
Because I think I tried to hit you up one time, but you never responded.
Yeah, I think I got signed up. I have to find my information for it. I haven't been on it in so long. I don't even think I'm signed into it anymore. But I might just end up having to just scrap it and create a whole new one, honest. Because it's like so old.
Okay, I like this comment Ruben made. It's funny with Aaron. They hated on a man with green eyes to play a man with green eyes just because his skin was lighter. It's like, yeah, I'm like, see that right there. You see, these people be going back to that alternate universe. I'm like, what do you want? A dark skinned person with green eyes, apparently? Okay. You're going to have a little bit of trouble trying to find that, but okay. Are you really that uncomfortable in your own skin to where you want to make somebody else uncomfortable in theirs? Okay, fair enough.
They don't want us uplifted at all.
Yeah. They want all the upliftment to themselves.
But on that note, I think I'm going to call it a night. I appreciate you guys for joining up. I know I probably said a mouthful tonight. Probably got myself in some trouble with some of the things I was saying, but somebody needs to state the obvious.
Yeah, and you know what though, like I said, I was just, like I said, I just happened to be at lunch and I saw that you was. I'm like, oh, I'm like, you went live, and then at the moment that I saw you was going to talk about Meg the Stallion and Klay. I'm like, because again, that's been trending as of late, and all it's just gonna do is open the door for people that they really think that they gotta say in it. In reality, they just need to shut up. They really do.
Like I said, a lot of these black folks just talk too much, and they don't know what the hell they're talking about half the time.
Oh, you can't cheat. Oh, you can't step out, as if you didn't step out on your girl or somebody you was talking to the previous day, let alone at all.
I don't know who that is, but I'm definitely going to check her out now. Well, probably won't watch it, but at this point, black women disrespecting MLS men is about as common as changing your shoes.
Yeah.
It's sad to say, but it's just reality.
So basically, Klay Thompson was supposed to deal with all the flaws that she had, despite her wanting $700,000 just to spend time with her. You want to leave that part out? What do you need with $700,000?
But that goes back to what I said about Echo Chamber. She has 282,000 subscribers.
You know, you know what? Just for shits and giggles, I just hope that if Klay makes it to the finals and he actually win another championship, that will be the biggest laugh in their faces. I'm gonna laugh at you, and I'm gonna laugh at you, and I'm gonna laugh at you. And the hate that Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes was getting, that thought that was bad. Who thought that was something? It's like, why we, again, going back to making us the unwanted co-star. It's like, you let it be known you don't want us, but we're still the unwanted co-star. We're not a part of any, again, you're in something that has nothing to do with us, but for some reason, we have something to do with it. Does that make any kind of sense to you? Communitahs?
But like Kenny said, Jessie Wu is part of that protected class. If we went on her channel and said something about her, we would get blocked. And at this point, I think as MLS, man, we need to start bringing the same energy that these.
Yeah, say it with your chest energy.
And at first, you might need to start with these little self-hating, self-loathing doormats of light-skinned men that we got now that co-sign these fools. Start with them.
Yeah. Exactly.
But anyways, y'all, I think I'm about to call it a night. I appreciate you guys for joining.
No, same here, man. Glad to be on.
Yeah, appreciate you for joining and bringing in your input, AMR. It's always appreciated.
Oh, no problem, man. Because, hey, like I said, it was a lot of stuff that, I've been wanting to get off my chest that I've been holding in.
Always.
Because like I said, again, if I happen to do it on maybe not Friday, but maybe sometime Saturday, oh, like I said, they ain't seen or heard nothing yet.
I'd definitely like to be around to see that. Sometimes YouTube doesn't always give me notifications.
Yeah, I've been having that same issue as well. And then come to realize, I guess if you not really haven't been too active like that, they just automatically would just take you off the algorithm.
Yeah, YouTube algorithm is. That's why I'm trying to get it. I'm not trying to have like I'm sure y'all know how long absences that I've been having.
Hey, Bernardo. Hey, have you heard of this platform called Rumble?
I've heard of it, but I never used it before.
Well, I think all you just got to do is, I guess, just set up an account. And yeah, I think, just pretty much just set up an account and you'll be set. Now, I don't know what type of tools and accessories that you have to use in order to make a video or even go live. Or if you got to have, or do it like how TikTok does, you got to have, I believe, either 100 or 1,000 followers in order to go live. That's how they used to do it. I don't know how they do it right now, though.
I might have to check that out. One day I finally get tired of YouTube's nonsense.
Yeah, because YouTube is just tough. So this is what they really want. So they rather have people that is so self-hating And who will lie to you. And these pretenders, these fakers, people that bleach. Oh God. That's who they want on their platform. Yep, for sure, Ruben. Because it's like over here with us, it's like we like pretty much under a microscope.
Yeah,
they love to nitpick and cherry pick.
All somebody has to do is just post a video with their little favorite buzzwords that gets everybody clicking, and then next thing you know, you're getting disliked, and boom, off. YouTube has kind of devolved into Reddit, honestly. That's how Reddit is.
And even on Reddit, like even with some of the posts that they have, I'm just like, what are y'all doing? But then again, I never turned away from a nice from a woman with a nice pair of, I'll never look away from that. Don't tell Kimmy I said that though. Oh.
But anyway, I gotta go.
All right, then, man.
I'll see. I'll definitely have a very interesting live stream. Yeah, a very interesting live stream to cook up soon with y'all.
Same here, again, it's like, hey, that's pretty much like, again, my take on it. And again, hey, we still gonna be continuing to do what we do up here in these streets. And if you don't like it, well then, hey, that's
click
on you. Yeah. And don't be so quick to rush to get your torches and pitchforks. And I can't even imagine more of the misery of these bums, as Cat Williams would say.
Not bum. But all right, y'all. Have a good one now.
Nah, you do the same. Peace out, everybody.
Peace out.